Today we're going to be doing a cut line on a window frame, and then we're also going to do one on a patio door frame as well, which is pretty much the same thing. But I'm going to show you here a technique on how to cut these in. This is a unique opportunity because usually casings like this are white, and right here is where we're going to focus, and we have to cut this line all the way down this frame. Now, when you have a pronounced frame such as this one, the tendency can be globbing on paint and that line riding up on the side, and it doesn't look very good. So we're going to be cutting this line here, both sides. And as you can see, I've overpainted these frames because it's a lot easier to cut a line on a nice flat surface like a wall. So I highly recommend overpainting the frames, such as I have done here. So let's start. We're going to get a little bit of paint. We created a little bit of a reservoir. We're going to go short of that line, and then we're just going to come down on it at a 45-degree angle. I am using very, very, very light pressure on the brush. And then we're going to turn it over and just smooth everything that we did out after we cut that line. We want the bristles to just barely graze the side of the casing, just barely graze at the very tip, and just with the light pressure holding on the brush at the 45-degree angle, it just follows the line of the casing, and you don't get buildup on the fat part of the side of the casing. Let's flip over the brush, let's fan it out. Remember, less is more here. Even if you have to do more coats, it's better to do that than to glob the paint on and just make a big mistake of globbing it on the side of the casing. So we're making good progress here, and we are cutting this one left-handed. So you need to get comfortable both sides, left-handed and right-handed, as a painter. So we've done this window casing here, and everything's looking pretty good. We will do another coat like this when it's dry. Now, 2 coats is usually fine when you're cutting in the wall color to a window casing, but sometimes depending on whatever kind of paint you use, you might have to do a 3rd coat. I think after 2 it'll be fine on this particular project. So we're starting on the right side now. Same thing. We did the other one with our left hand for the most part. Near the bottom I switched to my right hand, but on this casing we can go right-handed as well, and it's the same thing. 45-degree angle, very, very light pressure on that brush, and when the bristles just gently meet the edge of the sill, that's where you get your really good cut line, and it'll follow where the casing meets the wall, and you won't get any buildup on the fat part of the side of the casing. When you're doing precise cuts like this, the tendency can be to be very tight in the body, maybe tight in the wrist where you're holding the brush. Just remember to keep breathing and try to relax and find the flow of painting. When you're relaxed and you're in a flow and breathing, your cut lines and everything is just going to work better. We all have off days. I do too, where things are a bit more difficult than they need to be. But if we just breathe and just trust the brush, trust the line, we're going to get great results. And the customer, or maybe ourselves for a personal painting project, are going to be very, very happy with the results. So let's stay relaxed. Let's trust what we are doing. And remember, we can always fix mistakes. If you get a little fat glob on the side of the casing and the buildup is too much, we can come over with the black and we can fix it. So let's try not to stress. So let's continue on here. We do our cut, and then we lay our brush flat and we smooth out what we did. Now the bottom parts are a bit trickier because so right there, the very tip, we're going to turn it around and we're going to do the opposite. These are a bit more difficult because you are running out of space when you pull your brush down because of the floor. So we have to do the opposite and pull our brush up. So we just do the opposite, and it's the same technique. See the line? It it just connected with the top part of the line. And we're going to do 2 coats here, and we're going to look at the final result. And here we go. We have our nice cut lines. Thank you for watching.